Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. It's Paula from the 411 on manifesting. Welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for today's vlog. I'm always excited for the vlogs, but I'm excited for today's. So because we're so close to Valentine's Day, I wanted to do a video on if it's possible to manifest your soulmate. Now, we can manifest anything in our life. Why can't we manifest the perfect partner? I read a book called The Soulmate Secret by Ariel Ford. It is a great book. If any of my local ladies want to borrow it, just hit me up. I've read it a few times. It's full of highlighter marks and sticky notes, but yeah, that just shows you it's a really good book. So one of the things that she talks about in the book is making a wish list on the type of person that you want to attract and then becoming that person. My list is pretty big. It's not all physical stuff either. So, I really I'll tell you what my list kind of entails. So I want someone taller than me. I want someone that loves to camp and loves the outdoors, likes road trips. I want someone who is somewhat physically active and leads a healthy lifestyle. And I'm not somewhat, physical. Like, I don't have a very physical lifestyle right now. I'm getting better at it, but I don't. And I don't eat that great most of the time. I'm working on that too. So those are some things that I really need to become if I want to attract someone like that. I also want to attract someone with a good work ethic. Nobody wants to support anybody financially, unless it's absolutely necessary. I guess it's always nice to have that balance in a relationship where you can both contribute kind of equally. I do want someone that's really good with animals because I love animals, so I don't need to work on that one. But I find it very interesting that in order to attract the person you want, you have to become that person. And that can be really, really hard for some of us. Because what it forces us to do is when we make our list and that the idea that we have to become that's a real hard look at what we need to improve in our life. So something to think about. I don't know. Yeah. And I read a really cool quote. Men are attracted to what they see and women are attracted to what they hear. So I think as women, that's maybe why we get, our hair done and our nails done and makeup, and we always try to look our best all the time, because a man falls in love with what's right in front of him. And women fall in love with what we hear. We love to be told, we're beautiful and that we're, have our man message us or whatever, call us during the day and say he misses us and can't wait to see us. We really like to hear that. We form more of an emotional connection in relationships than a physical connection. So that's very interesting. Something to really think about, I think. Also, if you're single, you need to do some rearranging in your home. I am very guilty of that. One of the points in the book that I read was about sleeping. How are you supposed to bring a man into your life or into your bedroom if you're sleeping in the middle of the bed, starfished, which is how I sleep? You don't make room for anybody if you're sleeping in the middle of your bed. So I started to do this. I put a big pillow on the one half of my bed, which just forces me to sort of sleep on one side. It was a little uncomfortable for a few nights, but I've got it down now. So that's sort of something you need to do, is you need to make room for somebody in your bedroom. You can also clean out half of your closet to make room for his clothes. Now, by the way, I'm not saying that you should automatically move somebody in. This is kind of down the road. This is like getting ready for it. They say if you want to go on a vacation, you're trying to manifest a vacation, you should have your bags packed and sitting at the door ready to go, because you never know when it's going to happen. And this is the same way I think with a man or a woman. I think that it's just really important to get ready for who we're trying to bring in. So in the bathroom, making a shelf for, his products, making room for his toothbrush to kind of sit there. I think that's actually really cool too. I don't like to share my space very often. I like everything where it is. So this could actually take me a while, but I know I will get there someday. Cooking for two. So I typically heat up something in the microwave and sit on my couch in the corner with my legs tucked under me with my phone or a book in my hand. That's how I eat all of my meals at home typically. In the book, it says to cook a meal for 2 people. So you're going to cook supper enough for 2. You're going to set your table with 2 place settings, and you're going to visualize your perfect partner across from you eating with you. You can hold up your glass to do a cheers. You can make it as fun and or as weird as you want. It really doesn't matter. I think what all these things do, though, is just get us into the visualization of actually having somebody come into our life. If you don't know who you want to bring in, you might have a crush out there or just somebody that you've always wanted to connect with on a different level. And maybe you have an idea of what they look like and you want to bring them into your life. That is a way easier process to visualize somebody coming into your life when you already know who they are. But for those of us that don't know who our soulmate is, it's really hard sometimes to visualize that. So I think it's more of a feeling than a visualization. You know what it feels like to be in love. You know that feeling? Oh, it's butterflies in your stomach. It's nervous anticipation. Every time your phone goes off, you're like, that kind of thing, that excitement again. Singing and listening to music, just really getting yourself into the moment of that. And again, like that's a feeling. Love, being in love is a feeling. Spending time with someone that we really enjoy is a real feeling. And it's not really something that you can visualize in your head. You feel it. And that is how all manifesting is. You have to feel it first and then it comes. So I just find that so cool. I'm going to try that. Being completely vulnerable and honest. I think I've been really busy the last 2 years. Those of you that follow me, thank you, by the way. You know that I do a multitude of things. I do work a 9-to-5 job. I am a marketer, a very busy marketer. I supply crochet items to different stores around my area. And I teach about manifesting as well. So I don't know if I purposely kept myself super busy, but I can't even imagine taking an evening or a weekend off to spend with someone. If I'm not gone, then and I get to stay home for a weekend, I have so much stuff that I need to catch up on that I just can't even imagine taking an hour out of my time to do that. And I really think I might have done that on purpose because it's not that I don't want to have somebody in my life. I may be a bit scared. My track record the last 10 years for, relationships hasn't been that great. And it might possibly have scared me a bit. So, and maybe you're kind of in that situation too. It's kind of, it's a little bit tricky. So I know that I do need to make some time in my personal and professional life to actually bring somebody in. It does me no good to manifest anybody if I don't have the time for them. So something interesting to think about. For those of you that are married or in a relationship, and maybe, sometimes relationships go a bit stagnant. Life is busy. Life is crazy sometimes. We don't always take the time for romance with our partners. You can actually manifest a healthier, more loving relationship with the relationship you're currently in. So that's kind of cool too. You can make romantic dinners, make the time to do that. You can visualize that. You can visualize, obviously, the partner that you're with because you're with them, but you can visualize better, more romantic situations, home life, visualize your partner coming through the door and, giving them a great big kiss and I love you and, that kind of thing. So there's definitely ways to manifest a better relationship if you're currently in one. I just think this is so, so cool. I would love to hear if you have ever manifested a relationship or if you're trying to manifest one. Not trying, going to. I would love to hear in the comments if that's something that you're doing or have done, because I would love to know how it works, what you did. You don't have to share all that. You're welcome to message me if you want. But it is something that, I'm kind of looking into doing. And I know I have to work on a lot of things first before that happens. I also know if I don't work on those things, I will attract the same type of person. And I don't really want to do that right now. So that is my take on can you manifest a soulmate. Thank you so much for watching. And again, please like and comment and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. I love each and every one of your comments. I love to read them and I love to answer them. Thank you, thank you, thank you so, so much. If nobody tells you this week, I love you, and have an amazing Monday, everybody. Talk to you soon. Bye.